minute and 35-second mark. And I will be watching it from Crunchyroll's website. Now, without further delay, I am going to be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go. Alright, I'm pumped up for this. Now, going by the way this episode's building itself, I wouldn't be surprised if this time it's gonna be Tentamon that's gonna have his Mega Evolution, because for one, the preview wouldn't be emphasizing him. Well, at least the one from last week wouldn't be emphasizing him that much if he wasn't gonna have some kind of big role. And plus, oh, thank you very much, Static Sheddick. Yeah, with it, I feel a lot more fresher now when it comes to reactions. It's the heroes and their partners. That's gonna be the only ones that can stop it. I always love this track. It sounds so damn epic. I always love jamming to this track. Okay, now that chick just straight up looks like she'd belong in another anime. Like, no joke, by the character design. I mean that in a good way. I think she looks pretty good. So even like how some of like the random characters look pretty nice. Finally. I was hoping that we would see him get into the action again. Since how long has it been since Koshiro and Tentamon? Oh yeah, the opening definitely does have a lot of bright vibes. Although for me, when I do listen to the opening, I listen to it while doing other stuff. I don't usually listen to it in the reaction because I want to make my reactions a bit quicker. So I just start it right after the opening ends. But the opening itself, I do love it. Static Sheddick. Yeah, I do like the opening. Okay, I actually like hearing this. They're gonna be. It makes the digital world just feel like it has an extra bit of grittiness, and actually hearing Telmon say that. At least showing us that not everything is going to be peachy fine, and not every single conflict is going to be just because of morality between individuals. It could be something as simple as just trying to make ends meet day to day. Or even just vanity. I love that! It makes the Digimon a bit more relatable because at least some of them do operate off of things like vanity and pride and things of that nature. Huh. It's actually pretty dang nippy right there, straight up. They could probably destroy... Oh, I thought for a second they were... Oh, wait, I guess they can't straight up destroy the thing. At least I explained how Omnimon was able to actually do what it did early on in the series. And I wouldn't blame him, too. He was like in a major life and death struggle. I just hope for their sake and the location of the ocean doesn't land on anyone. Just imagine it lands on someone, like they're just fishing and the fucking IS thing just falls on you. That feels like it'd be one of the worst ways of dying. And that's something I've been missing too, just Koshiro having his moments to shine. Because it's felt like it's been way too long since he's had a moment for himself. Don't get me wrong, I love Taichi, Yamato, Hikari, and Sakura as much as the next person, but geez. Some of the other characters need some meat, damn it, you know? They need to have their moments of badassery. Because then you just end up like Sora, you're only there as like a background decoration. Like even in this scene, like, honestly. Not saying this is a major knock on the episode itself, but this is a knock on multiple episodes. It just feels lately like Sora is just there. It feels like Sora is like a beautiful painting. She's there, but she does nothing to enhance the narrative sometimes. Oh, okay. Thank you for the info, Static Shadic. I hope that means, with you not saying anything, that maybe Sora's gonna do something awesome that'll make her more than just a beautiful looking background or wallpaper. Because that's what Sora feels sometimes. She feels like a background decoration or a wallpaper that's just there and doesn't really do much of anything. At least in the last few episodes, that's how it's felt like. Yes, I always love seeing Gabuteramon. Hey, I'm gonna check if that's actually 15. Hey, you know, that's precise. That's like the length of the episode left, 15 minutes. Damn. I was like that. Yeah, knows how to make this fucking adorable. And you know what I like about this too? Old Koshiro wouldn't have been able to keep his composure in dramatic situations. But here, I love how he's actually doing that. And I love more of those motherly moments from Mamamon, which that's what I'm going to call Tillmon sometimes, where you see her acting like a motherly figure to protect Akari. Well, there's stuff like that makes the series shine in its favor. Okay, got me Blade Kawamon actually sounds like a fucking cool name. She does, Shadic. She does feel like the female version of Taichi, but she does nothing though. And it's like, she's like the female version of Taichi, but without the accomplishments or the feats. You know? That's how Sora feels like in the series. She pretty much does almost nothing. She adds almost nothing to the dialogue in comparison to the other characters. They're not bad. Although, honestly though, why aren't the... Okay, Sora, Taichi. Use your ultimate forms! Good lord. It's always Toei animes y'all were, and I like this. I remember Gegege no Guitar, whenever Guitar was smashed, I'm like, motherfucker, use your eternal electricity. Although this time, instead of saying that, I'm like, use your ultimate forms. It's, for this series, it's different. Instead, yes! Finally! It's like they heard me! I'm like, finally! We're seeing them utilize it all, at least. Okay, good. I think they probably should have used it earlier before they started getting nicked, but hey, you know what? Better late than never. You know? Damn! I'm gonna guess that there's gonna be like 12 minutes left. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess it ain't exactly following. Well, at least it was following the exact time of the episode left, but not anymore though. I thought I was gonna actually go for like an Evangelion where there. Oh, I thought for a second we were gonna see some Anja woman action this week. Damn! I mean, thankfully the damage doesn't look that deep. I don't recognize this Digimon, so I'm going to assume it's probably from one of the other Digimon spin-offs that I haven't seen. Because I've only seen Digimon, Digimon 02, Digimon Tamers, a bit of Frontier. It's kind of crazy to think that it's in the same tier as Metal Greymon and all the other Digimon, yet they're struggling. But that's kind of something I do like about Digimon, though. I love how they emphasize that even if specific Digimon might be on the same level, that sometimes isn't enough to make up the difference. Sometimes you might actually need better battle tactics, or you might just need to digivolve into a different form just to get the upper. Oh man, how can something so bad as be so fucking cute? Now, our Tucker has become a badass. Honestly, I don't know if I should be happy or just sad that Takaru's been more memorable than Sora, with the less episodes too to work with. That's true aesthetic shit up when it comes to Sora. It's just that she doesn't do enough though. Like literally, it feels like the writers don't know what to do with Sora sometimes. Because yeah, she's smart like Koshiro, but the thing is though, we never see her utilize those smarts like Koshiro does. Or Yamato does. Because with Yamato, they don't emphasize his smarts that much, but he still utilizes them though. I kind of wish with Sora they'd have more moments like that. Where she thinks of battle plans, where she takes the initiative, but we never really see her do that. That's where I feel like Sora's a disappointment in this series. Oh! Hey, you know, I actually like this. They're actually emphasizing the team factor. Where each and every single individual character has the moments to throw back some of the fodder Digimon. This I actually like because in some of the Digimon episodes, it feels like sometimes the carry job on some occasions is put on and say a Digimon and their specific partner for a specific episode. I'm liking how in this episode it's not falling to the similar trappings. At least for now. Yo, now that's how you do it. You actually show us the fight while also showing the object getting closer to its destination. Love that. Now that's how you raise the stakes, and also giving it a no shit factor too. We all know Tachi wants to. Wait, is he gonna actually utilize the megaphone? Oh, or not? Oh shit, the Berserker's straight. Wait, are we gonna actually... Yo! Wait! Hold the fuck up! Wait, what the fuck? Yo! This is fucking cool! Alright! Oh. Wait, that's the first time I've seen this! Alright. Alright. So you got me, you got me. This is fucking cool. I didn't expect this. Okay. Yo, I'm actually tempted to buy some Blitz Greymon merch. Oh, it looks so... Ah, it looks beautiful. Okay, they're just utterly savage. On top of taking the physical blast, you also get hit by the freaking guns. Yo, it just made the enemy Digimon look like a bitch! Okay. Agumon has like the most hacks evolution trait in the series. And yeah, you know what? I don't mind that one, but I am an Agumon fanboy, so... At least for me, this makes me a happy camper. Good. Taichi does... And that's what I love about Taichi. It shows these leadership capabilities where he knows who he should date. He has. Honestly, Takeru's been impressive. Yeah, I love that little twist with the new Digimon. It was amazing. It surpassed my expectations. But honestly, Takeru Shirik has been the surprise. They made Sora a lot worse, but in comparison, they made Takeru into an even better character. So we got a shittier version of Sora, but we got a better version of Takeru, pretty much, for 2020. Thankfully, though, Koshiro's changed that stance when it comes to him liking being by himself. Now he realizes that being by yourself isn't exactly the best option, and sharing moments with other people are way better, you know? I love that growth. Except for Sora, though. Come on. I mean, Tzaddik Shadek. He lets everyone else have some shine except for Sora, Joe, and Mimi. Those three are just there. Because tell me, have Mimi, Joan, and Sora, have they done anything in this series that makes you go, oh man, these three are fucking lit? I mean, at least for me, I can't recall anything they've done. Because you have a lot of moments with Yamato has done a lot. Koshiro has, Hikari, and Takeru. But the other three, it's like, they haven't really done much of anything. Yeah, those are pretty. Yeah, those are like the characters that have done like the most. Those four, which is. Oh wait, are we gonna get to see can someone actually do go through a mega evolution? Oh, we're seeing glimpses of it. We're seeing glimpses of that mega. Yes! Hopefully we get to see the full mega form eventually, though. But yeah, pretty much that actually, those four are the only really useful. Oh, the crust! Those four are like really the only useful ones. The others... Yeah, but... The thing is, though, that wasn't really substantial, though, what Sora did in that specific moment, though. Because it's not consistent. Because when it comes to Sora, it's about consistency. Like, Koshiro's been consistently useful. Taichi, Hikari, and Yamato have been consistently useful. Like consistency. Like, Sora has her shine, but in, like, the episodes that completely emphasize her. She doesn't have shine in the episodes that don't emphasize her. While with Koshiro, we see him useful even in the episodes that don't spotlight him. Same with Yamato, Hikari, or Takeru. That's what I'm talking about. Like, characters that are useful even if they're not the main factor in an episode. That's something that Sora, Mimi, and Joe don't have. At least not yet. That's what I mean. Once Sora does that, then she'll be a lot more respected. I actually like how we set some consequences, because it looked like the Digivice was like... A big glitched out there. Hey, and that looks like some fuel for the Taichi and Sora ship right there. Alright, episode is actually pretty darn badass, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, that's my issue with Sora right now. And not just Sora, with, I have the same issue with Joe and Mimi. Although in the original series, they had issues with Joe and Mimi because those two didn't get much moments either. They didn't. So those same issues with Joe and Mimi that I had in the original were also existence in this series too. But I remember in the original, Takuro wasn't this badass in the original, but Sora was more badass. So I feel like Toei, it felt like the writers, they're like Takuro fanboys, but they're not Sora fangirls, and they're all like, well, fuck you, Sora. We're going to give Takuro a lot more moments because we love them more. Because I remember reading that in the new Digimon Kazuna movie, they pretty much were like, it felt like the writers were saying like, fuck you to Sora fans, I'm making her completely worthless, you have to give fucking Takuro some cool shit too. So it feels like bias from the writing staff. They just don't like Sora that much. At least the new Digimon writers, they don't like Sora. They love Takuro though, but they don't like Sora that way. Like their bias is really apparent too. Just look at the animation quality that the big four get and the other three get, and it's like so noticeable who the animators have a bias for. Wait, is that Leomon? Yo! Well, at least in Evolution. Mimi-chan. Yeah, okay, I love the sound of that. If we can actually get some moments with like Mimi actually being cool, I'll be a happy camper. Now, all things considered, I really dug this episode. I'm going to give this one a 9.25 out of 10 because did it have problems? Yes, it did. I'm not going to deny it. I mean, yeah, I kind of wished Sora would have been more useful, but hey, you know what? Agulu got to do Vega for. Oh, yeah, I love it. And I love his variety of forms too because it should give for a much more uniquer binding styles in Digimon 2020. So for that, I'll give the series some dues. It makes it more engaging from the story standpoint because even me as like an older fan, at least now I'm not going to be able to completely predict every little single thing at the very least, and that's something that I'm actually pleasantly surprised with. That's why I decided to give it a 9.25 out of 10. Yeah, that twist was pretty darn awesome, Static Shitty. Yeah, Izzy definitely got his time to shine. And that's what I love about it too. You can tell the writing staff loves Izzy a lot. Because they make sure he gets his respect. You know? And that's what I love. When he gets his respect. Speaking of which, I just wonder if they're going to ever tackle on Takuro and Yamato, like, you know how their parents are divorced and all that, divorced. That was one of my favorite things in the original Digimon. If this series never tackles that, I'm going to be immensely disappointed if they don't do that. I hope they do that. Because if not, I'll feel like Toei lost their balls if they don't tackle those, you know, those themes of divorce and how younger children deal with it. Because I remember that being really relatable when I watched the original Digimon. I hope they tackle that eventually. If not, I'm gonna be. I mean, I was already pissed last week when they didn't give us Wizardmon, because I was a big Wizardmon fanboy back in the day. Oh man, I wonder about the same thing too. Don't get me wrong, I want to see that too badly, but I want to see them. I want to see at least a bit of emphasis on the family situation of Yamato and Takuro. I want to see that too, though. You know, there's a lot of things I want to see. I hope we get all of it. But yeah, Digimon coming to the real world does sound like it'd be pretty badass, though. I ain't gonna lie. And you know what? It'd be cool, actually. I thought the original Digimon dealt with it pretty well. Especially when you have some of the characters deal with the consequences of actual real-life damage. I think it could lead to a lot of interesting psychological elements. Yeah, I don't mind them focusing on the mystical element too much. I actually welcome that immensely. Definitely. And saying that though, I just wonder though, with the way it's going, I wonder if they're gonna really be able to focus on a lot of the stuff the original focused on though. Because aside from those themes I mentioned, I wonder if they're ever gonna bother delving into like Joe's pessimistic mindset and how he slowly changes from a pessimistic individual to someone that's at least a bit more optimistic. Don't get me wrong, I do want to see Digimon in the real world, but I want to see the writers actually tackle like the individual problems that the characters had in the real world. You know, that's what made the original Digimon relatable. Hmm. I mean, yeah, I do hope there's some other stuff for Digimon. As much as Digimon Zero Two wasn't that great, I mean, if Toei can find a way of fixing that thing into something better, then I wouldn't mind that one bit. I mean, that'd be pretty fun. As long as they don't make Davis into such a big chump, though, because I remember Davis being such a big chump in the original. I'm like, this foo, you know? At least that's just me personally. I never really felt Davis that much at all. I mean, there were episodes in Zero Two where I was kind of rooting for Ken. I was like, Ken, please, just devastate them, please, Ken, please. When he was evil, oh, I want to see all that too. But if we do see all that, Toei, that might be too much for Toei because right now they're struggling Toei with just the basic things in the series. Would doing that affect them too negatively for Toei? I mean, can they focus on all that at once? Because you know Toei, I mean, who knows if Toei's trustworthy? I mean, they already kind of messed up Anjumon, so I don't know if they tackle on those other type of Digimon. I don't know. I just get the eerie feeling that they'll fuck it up somehow. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess there is that. Hmm. We'll just have to wait and see when it comes to this series. In that case, you know. But yeah, you definitely have a point. Hmm. Well, yeah, but that's pretty much my thoughts on the episode, though. Thought it was 9.25 out of 10 because aside from like the unique twist, I do love how at the very least this episode gave Koshiro a lot more self confidence too, and how Taichi helped push Koshiro into becoming a much more confident individual. I love how that shows you Taichi's leadership traits. And aside from seeing those leadership traits, something else I really love about this episode too. I love the chemistry Hikari has with Telmon, where you see Telmon constantly trying to protect her. Hikari, that was pretty darn cute. Vocal performances were great. And while the animation wasn't amazing, it still looked good. I love the artwork too. And that's why I'm going to rate this one straight up a 9.25 out of 10 overall. At least that's how I feel about the episode. Overall, at least in my opinion. You know? But, anyways, y'all. Now, right before I go though, I'll have to consider it then in that case Static Shredded because I mean there's a lot of other classic animes that I haven't seen yet. For example, I still have to see because if I were to watch Digimon's, I mean for sure I'm gonna give Tamers a rewatch. Before anything else, I'm gonna give Tamers a rewatch. That's the one that I've been wanting to rewatch because I want to watch it subbed. I remember watching the dub years back, but I definitely feel like I should be watching the subbed version with that's clean and uncensored, you know? Because that was like Digimon that's like top tier, creme of the creme, pretty much. But yeah, I'll definitely consider Sabers though eventually. Seems like it'd be a lot of fun. Sabers. You know? But yeah, thank you for the recommendation regardless, though. Now, do you have any other questions, Static Shittick, or everyone else? Because after this, I'm going to have to react to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I'm actually late on a lot of animes for yesterday because I didn't react to a lot of animes. Like, I still need to react to Back Arrow with the dog and the cat every day is fun. Still gotta react to a Bottleman episode. I still gotta react to a new King's Rig episode. I still gotta react to Scar on the Praetor. And I still gotta react to, did I forget? I probably forgot anime because I watched so many. I don't even remember all the animes I react to. Dollman! Oh, no, not Dollman. Idols. Yeah, I still have to react to a new Idols episode too, pretty much. So yeah. Any questions though before I go? Oh, damn. Alright. In that case, I'm definitely got high expectations. If I were to ever to watch Sabers, my expectations for for that series is going to be exponentially high. No, like seriously. If I were to watch Sabers, I'm going to expect like the most epic thing of all time. So that is pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much all I'll tackle. If I were to watch it, hell yeah. Which I hope I can watch it someday. But yeah, first it'll be Tamers and then either Sabers or Frontier, because I remember watching a bit of Frontier years ago, you know? Yep. Pretty much. Now. Alright. Oh yeah, I'll be reacting to Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually. Alright, I'll see you later then. But yeah, I'll definitely be reacting to Yu-Gi-Oh! Next though, Static Shittick. I almost forgot about Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually. Because it wasn't there earlier. I checked, now it's their Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Got subtitled recently by the fan subbers. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's gonna be next for my reactions. Because I'm actually hyped up for it. Oh, it has the second best villain? Sweet. Yeah, in that case, I'll definitely go in there with some pretty high expectations in that case then. Because, I mean, hell, that sounds pretty damn kick-ass then, if you ask me. Definitely. Alright. Well, thank you for the recommendation, Static Shittick. Well, anyways, I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. Thank you very much, Static Shittick, for comments on the live chat. And for everyone else, thank y'all so much for watching my video. I'll see y'all later if you either watch my Yu-Gi-Oh! Reaction or my other reactions. And yeah, have a great and safe day, everyone. Bye-bye.